Big Pauly back for a new Lucky Dip movie review. Yes, all my projections just turning itself off. Today has been a really busy day for me. Yeah, whatever. I've been clearing stuff out from my wardrobe, clearing loads of stuff, taking it all up the storeroom. We empty there at the bottom of the bed so we can flip the bed up. This is all in anticipation of having our new boiler fitted. We've got to rip the floorboards up, take all my carpet tiles up. Oh, I just got my room how I like it. So they've at least given us a couple of weeks to do that, to empty everything out. Lots of Blu-rays and steelbooks are now in storage. Lots of Blu-rays and steelbooks that are in here are now in storage that I can't get to. Oh, I can get to, but it'll take bloody ages to find them. So I thought, well, I'm a little bit too tired to do What Flick Will Pauly Pick. I'll be doing that one tomorrow. So I thought, let's just pick something out of the flick bin and just hope it's something that's in this room that I can actually get to and watch it and review it for my lovely people. Yes, right, okie doke. I've given it a good old shake around. All right, let's see if we can hold that at the same time. What do we got? Oh, well, who knows what we've got. Like I say, if it's something that's I know's in the other cabinet, then unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick again. Okie dokie. Oh, I've got two here. Right, okay, so I've got one. Oh, okay. The Florida Project. Okay. Something about an apartment block, if I'm remembering correctly. And I remember that the front cover of the Blu-ray is maybe some kids playing in a shopping trolley. I think. It's kind of got like a light blue and yellow cover. I should play Guess the Blu-ray cover. Right, okay, so yes, the Florida Project. Okay, let's watch the Florida Project and see what I think, and I'll give you my review after the film. Okay, we're not going to watch the Florida Project after all. Turns out it's one of the ones in the bloody storage unit. Oh dear, this is going to cut down on films to watch, isn't it? Right, we're going to put that one back then. Put that one back into the bin. There we go. Shake it about. Let's try and find something that's in this room. Oh, God. Eeh. Okie dokie. Oh, the quicker they get this boiler rubbish done, the better. Can get back to doing proper videos. Okie dokie. Right, I've got another one. It's all folded up. Please don't be in storage. Please don't be in storage. It's in storage. Oh dear. Oh, there must be one in here. Well, yeah, there should be loads. Got another one. What's the chances of this one being in here? It's in the storeroom. Silly me. This is going to make What Flick Will Pauly Pick really interesting, isn't it? Okie dokie. Get off. What's this, 4th time lucky? Oh, for God's sake. Right, this has got to be it. 5th time lucky. I think it's 5th time. Oh, come on. Concentrate. Concentrate. Everybody concentrate. Everybody lock lips. Lock lips. Concentrate and pick something out for me. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let's do that. Sorry. Oh, might need that one. Should we have another go? Let's have another go. Christ, it'd be time to go to bed soon. Hey, we got one. We got one. We got one. Oh, and it's an anime as well. Song of the Sea. I know for a fact that that's in here because I put it in the bleeding cabinet myself. Song of the Sea. Right, okie dokie. Let's watch Song of the Sea then and see what all the anime fuss is about. Oh, thank God. Thought that was never going to bloody end. Right, okay, so the disc is in. Let's watch the Song of the Sea and see what all the sea and the song is about. Studio Ghibli, isn't it? I think. Definitely in the Studio Ghibli class. I still think it is Ghibli, isn't it? It's Ghibli. It's Studio Ghibli, not Ghibli. I'm thinking of giblets. Right, okay, let's watch a Studio Ghibli film. Okay, Song of the Sea. That was a nice little tale, yes. A little bit unusual for someone not familiar with Studio Ghibli films. Yes, Ghibli, not Ghibli. But very fantastical and spiritual, and yeah, I just really liked it. I like the animation. Basically, the film is about this family that live on a little island in a lighthouse. So we have a father, the mum, who's pregnant, and also the son, Ben. So the film skips a couple of years ahead, and we see that there's a new addition to the family, a little girl, Saoirse. But there's no mum, so we assume that something happened. Ben is like the usual older brother, mean to his little sibling, but I think also he's blames her because at that time you assume that the mum either had a tragic accident or maybe she died in childbirth. Now Ben has this kind of like a sea horn musical seashell that he likes to blow every now and again, which was given to him by his mum, and Saoirse actually takes a shine to it and he doesn't like it. Whenever she blows this sea horn, I'm going to call it a sea horn, all these like little magical lights appear, and it's kind of like song coming to life. What is it? I don't know, but all like the sea lions or the seals like to take an interest in all these magical musical lights and things like that. And one night Saoirse follows these lights down into the sea, and unfortunately she gets, after some swimming around with all sorts of weird looking creatures, she washes up on shore, and the family's visiting grumpy old grandma decides it's not a place to live, it's not safe for the children, so she decides, she puts her foot down, and she wants to take the kids to the city, to her house. So they begin this cross-country trekking in the car, much to the kids' disapproval and unhappiness that they're leaving this nice little place, you know, to go to the city. They don't want to leave the dog, they don't want to leave the dad. Unfortunately, Saoirse starts to get sick, and Ben wants to take her back home. And it's all to do with this coat that was left by the family's mum, and it's kind of got spiritual powers, to do with the sea, and that she could die without it. So Ben does everything he can to get Saoirse and to take her back to the island, to the lighthouse, so she has the coat. And along the way they meet all sorts of weird looking creatures. There's lots of like stone people. There's a giant owl called Maka, I think it is, or Mocha, Choka Mocha, who's kind of the cross between Jabba the Hutt and the Wicked Witch of the West, or something like that. But she's kind of like, she's got this lair where she's got all these little glass bottles with like lightning strikes and thunderstorms and that, like she's gathering all this stuff up. Very sinister, not for young children. So even though this is a PG, it is a very adult animated movie, really. It's aimed at the adults. Yeah, so all sorts of other creatures they encounter, and people on the way back to the lighthouse. But they do manage to get back, and desperately needed the coat, and she gets better, and they have some nice visions, and it's all kind of very, it's like I say, it's spiritual fantasy, but it also reminded me a lot of Lady in the Water, especially like the opening scene, you know, M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water, which I love. I know a lot of people don't like it, but the story of, you know, the nymph at the beginning of the fantasy world, and her world is doomed and she has to come to this world, that kind of thing is very, very spiritual and very otherworldly. Lots of music, a little bit of singing. Obviously it's called Song of the Sea. I thought maybe there'd be lots of songs, like it'll be a jolly Disney song. But no, like I say, it's very fantastical and spiritual. And it's like the sea has come to life and it's kind of like singing. But the visuals are really good. I was really surprised at the animation. I mean, I like my Pixar and I like my Disney, but this is something very unique. In a way, it kind of looks a bit like the animated movie The Snowman, that kind of animation. But there's lots of interpretations, lots of spiritual lines and sweeping clouds, and And as you can see on there, the characters, you know, they've got their very unique look. Very kind of like Japanesey kind of, that type of look. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the animation was fantastic. The look of it really looked beautiful. It was just a joy to watch. And I got wrapped right up in the story. Didn't leave me bored at all. Yeah, really, really good. Really good. I really enjoyed it. A really good animated tale. And lots of thought in it. And you never know where it's going to go. You know, it takes you from one place to another. Then another situation crops up. And you wonder if that's going to, you know, if they're going to get out of that situation. But I really enjoyed it. To be perfectly honest, I really did enjoy it. And this, I believe this is directed by, I can't see his name here. But, oh, is it Tom Moore, I think, or something like that? Tom Moore. He also directed The Secret of Keller's as well, which is another one that I've got. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one now. And if this is any kind of example of what Studio Ghibli films are like, then I think I'm going to be in for the long haul on these. Yeah, I think I'm going to really enjoy watching these. I know there's some classics, you know, like Spirited Away and is it Ponyo, that I will get to eventually, but this is really good. I really did enjoy it. Fantastic. The picture quality was really good. It was really good. Bright colours, all sorts of swishing colours and mixing in with others. So sometimes it kind of looked a bit like a really famous painting, the way that the colours all blended. But I really loved the look of it. It was a clear image, very clear image. The sound was DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. I think it upscaled it to newer on my system. I watched the English dialogue, but apparently there's, I think, Gaelic dialogue as well. A different dub. There are lots of special features on here. There's audio commentary, looks like with the director, behind the scenes with optional bonus commentary, animation tests, optional commentary, the art of Song of the Sea, and a trailer as well. So yeah, really did enjoy it. Really did enjoy it. It was about an hour, I think it was an hour and 33 minutes, which is probably just about right for, you know, this type of film. But yeah, Song of the Sea, my very first ever Studio Ghibli movie. And I loved it. I did. I really did. Fantastic. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Song of the Sea 8 out of 10. Yes, fantastic. Brilliant. Wow. Who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought it? Someone that loves his spaceships blowing up planets and Michael Bay and all that kind of stuff now likes Studio Ghibli. Do you know what? Next time we go to HMV, I'm going to be looking through the Studio Ghibli section now to have a look, see what else there is. You never know, I might even pick up some stuff. Brilliant. And this all started from one of my lovely viewers. You know who you are, for sending in a lovely collection of Studio Ghibli films. So thank you very much for sending them in. You've got me hooked now. You've got me started on something which, to be perfectly honest, I really can't wait to see more films from Studio Ghibli. Fantastic. And I will stop calling it Ghibli, I promise. Fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this little, I wouldn't say quick review, but I was a bit bored. I didn't have time to do Flick Bin properly. You know, I'll be doing that tomorrow. But I thought I've got an hour and a half, 2 hours to spare, so let's watch a film. And that was the result. Brilliant. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some animation up. Yes. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Stick down in the comments what your favourite Studio Ghibli film is. If you've got any other suggestions. I did do an unboxing of this whole selection of Studio Ghibli films that a subscriber sent to me, like I mentioned earlier on. But if there's any other films as well that I should keep an eye out for, please let me know, because I'll be on the lookout for them. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so until the next video, which will actually be what flick will Pauly pick, which will probably be Stuber, going by the rating and the votes. But interested to see that. That will be tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye!